Okay, so here I am. I just want to talk a little bit about how I would actually mount my racking to my roof. So I've got a little bit of a demo plate here. It just works a little bit better. So this is just simulating our asphalt shingle roof. Got my beautiful background here of a couple bit of microinverters and a PV module as well. So basically how this works, right? First up, I'm gonna find my truss inside my roof, which is the hardest part. And then I'm gonna use my lag bolts, usually provided, to mount my plate to my roof. So usually it'll end up lining up with the bottom row of the next set of shingles. But again, look into your manufacturer's specs for that. So once I have that mounted, and again, I like to mount them all, and then I like to go with my flashing. So all different brands are gonna have a different type of flashing, right? Here's a couple examples of some. But as we go, this flashing, so basically you'll break the seal on the shingle above, and you'll slide the flashing up. I usually like to put a little strip of roofing tar or PV or UV rated silicone. You break the seal, and you slide this up, and then there's a little hole on there. So now that's great. What that does is that gets us ready to mount our racking system. So when you're mounting a racking system, I have here an example of a whole bunch of different components, but when you're mounting a racking system, what you'll typically do is you'll mount your L brackets first, right? Go along, mount your L brackets, put your nuts on there. Of course, you would be torquing these to spec. Now, a recommendation I would have is mount all your L brackets loosely, run a string along your roof line, and then before you torque them all down, of course, we're using a torque wrench. We're torquing it down to manufacturer's spec. You make sure they're all straight. So you would torque it down. In this case, of course, I don't have a torque wrench, but I would torque it all down to manufacturer's specs. And then you would bring your rail up, and you would put your rail on, and again, then mount your rail, torquing it to manufacturer's specs. What I have here, like I mentioned, it's a little bit of a demo, so if we come in closer, we can kind of take a look at all the equipment that we have here. So what we see is a couple different mounting brackets. So there's a shallow L bracket, or there's an L bracket that's designed for a metal roof, a flat metal roof. So that would just lag bolt into the wood underneath, and there's a rubber washer there. We also see here is a joiner plate. Now this plate here might be a little tough to see, but that's what I would use to join two plates together. We can actually see that better on this one that I'll bring over, right? So we can see the joiner plate joins two pieces together. This is all black frame equipment. So we can see our end brackets and our center bracket. One neat thing about the center bracket that I'll show you here is that has that weeb washer in it. So that weeb washer, of course, is going to bite into both modules, providing that electrical equipment bond. The other thing that we see here is just a couple wire management devices. So this, for cabling, clips right into our rail and our rack, right? A couple different options. On the bottom here, we have a couple options for tie wraps. So you can use cable ties as well. It's a very good looking option. And then of course down here on the end, we just have a couple grounding and bonding options. So whether you're screwing into the rail, attaching to the end, or you can get these plates as well. And this would be for if your system, your inverter system, and your AC trunk cable can't handle the bonding of the equipment, you would get something like this and run your number 6 copper for your bonding. So again, just a quick run through there of a racking system and a quick install tutorial. Check out the other videos for an actual roof system. Thanks a lot for watching.